Do you know that the biggest thing standing between you and your first $10,000 isn't your age, your degree, your bank account, or even your lack of experience? It's the fact that most students are trying to make money the wrong way. They look for a job that pays more. They wait for graduation. They apply for internships. They spend hours searching for easy ways to make money online. And after months of trying, they still have nothing to show for it. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't need to be rich to make $10,000. You need to become useful. Because the internet has created something that students in previous generations never had. You can learn a valuable skill for free, find people who need that skill, sell it globally, and turn your laptop or phone into an income-generating tool. And no, I'm not going to tell you to become a crypto millionaire overnight. I'm not going to tell you to gamble. I'm not going to tell you to buy an expensive course. And I'm definitely not going to promise that you'll make $10,000 next week. Instead, I'm going to show you a realistic roadmap for a student to work toward $10,000, even starting with little money. And stay until the end, because I'm going to break down the numbers. Because once you see how $10,000 can be broken into small, achievable targets, the goal starts looking very different. Let's get into it. Clue number 1. Stop chasing money. The first thing you need to understand is this. Money follows value. If you want to make $10,000, stop asking, how can I make $10,000? Start asking, what problem can I solve that someone is willing to pay me for? That's the shift. Imagine 2 students. Student A spends 3 hours every day watching videos about making money. Student B spends those 3 hours learning how to edit videos. 6 months later, student A knows 500 ways to make money but hasn't made $1. Student B can edit a YouTube video in 2 hours. Who has the better opportunity? Student B, because student B has a skill that can be sold. And that's where your journey begins. Clue number 2. Pick one high-income skill. You don't need 10 skills. You need one useful skill. Some examples include video editing, graphic design, copywriting, social media management, web design, thumbnail design, virtual assistants, AI-assisted content creation, data analysis, programming, online tutoring. The mistake most beginners make is trying to learn everything. They learn Photoshop Monday, coding Tuesday, digital marketing Wednesday, trading Thursday, dropshipping Friday, and by the end of the month, they're good at nothing. Don't do that. Pick one skill, then spend the next 60 to 90 days becoming genuinely good at it. And here's the secret. You don't have to be the best in the world. You just need to be better than the person your potential client would otherwise hire. Clue number 3. Use AI as leverage, not as a crutch. Here's where things become interesting. Artificial intelligence has dramatically lowered the barrier to starting certain online businesses. You can use AI to brainstorm, research, write first drafts, generate ideas, create workflows, analyze information, improve your productivity. But there's a huge difference between using AI as a tool and expecting AI to magically make you money. AI doesn't replace value. AI helps you deliver value faster. For example, imagine you're a video editor. Instead of spending 6 hours doing everything manually, you can use AI tools to help with transcription, captions, idea generation, research, and repetitive editing tasks. Now you can potentially serve more clients without working twice as many hours. That's leverage. And leverage is one of the biggest ideas you need to understand if you want to reach $10,000. Clue number 4. Build proof before you ask for money. Here's a mistake that keeps students stuck. They say, I don't have clients because I don't have experience. But how do you get experience? You create it. If you want to become a video editor, don't sit around waiting for someone to hire you. Create 5 sample videos. Take a public video and create a better short-form edit as a portfolio sample. Design 10 thumbnails. Create sample social media posts. Build a sample website. Create a mock data analysis report. You don't need a client to demonstrate what you can do. Your portfolio becomes your proof. And when someone asks, have you done this before? You don't say, no, but I'm willing to learn. You show them what you've created. That's a completely different conversation. Clue number 5. Get your first client. Now we reach the part most people are afraid of. Selling. You can have the best skill in the world, but if nobody knows you exist, you're not making money. So you need to start reaching out. And I'm not talking about sending, "Hello, sir. I'm a professional graphic designer. Do you need my services?" to 500 people. That's spam. Instead, identify people who already have a problem you could solve. For example, a YouTuber has great content, but terrible thumbnails. A business has an inactive social media page. A restaurant has poor promotional videos. A real estate agent has boring property listings. A coach needs someone to edit their videos. Then approach them with something specific. Instead of saying, "I can help your business grow," say, "I notice your last 3 videos don't have captions. I created a short sample showing how your content could look with captions and faster cuts. If you like it, I can edit your next 5 videos." That's different. You're not begging for money. You're presenting a solution. Clue number 6. Don't think $10,000. Think clients. Now let's do the math, because this is where the $10,000 goal becomes less intimidating. Let's say you want to make $10,000 in 12 months. That's about $833 per month. Sounds more manageable, right? Now imagine you have 5 clients paying you $170 per month. That's $850 per month. 5 clients, not 500, not 5,000, 5. Or maybe you provide a service for $250. For clients per month gives you $1,000 per month. Do that consistently for 10 months and you've reached $10,000. Of course, your actual income won't necessarily be this smooth. You may make $100 one month, $600 the next, $1,200 after that. The point is that you should stop seeing $10,000 as one giant mountain. Break it down. $10,000 becomes $833 a month. $833 becomes roughly $27 a day. And $27 a day becomes a few valuable transactions. That's how big financial goals become practical. Don't stay cheap forever. Here's another trap. You get your first client for $50. Then you get another client for $50. Then another. Suddenly you're working 12 hours a day for almost nothing. Don't stay there. Your first goal is not to remain cheap. Your first goal is to prove that you can deliver results. Once you have testimonials, experience, and a stronger portfolio, increase your prices. Maybe your first editing client pays $50. After several successful projects, you charge $150. Then $300. Eventually, you could offer monthly packages worth $500 or more, depending on the service and the value you provide. The goal isn't to work with hundreds of people. The goal is to become valuable enough that you need fewer clients. Clue number 7. Turn your skill into a system. This is where you go from freelancer to business owner. At the beginning, you do everything. You find clients. You communicate with clients. You perform the work. You deliver the work. You collect payment. But eventually, you need systems. Create templates. Create standard processes. Use AI where appropriate. Automate repetitive tasks. Organize your files. Create contracts. Track your income. Track your expenses. You find a client. You manage the relationship. Another freelancer handles part of the production. You keep the margin. Now your income isn't completely tied to the number of hours you personally work. That's leverage. Reinvest your first money. This part is extremely important. Let's say you make your first $500. Don't immediately spend it trying to look successful. You don't need the newest phone. You don't need designer clothes. You don't need an expensive car. Your first income should help you increase your ability to earn more. Maybe you buy better equipment. Maybe you pay for software that saves you hours. But don't turn your first $500 into something that disappears. Use your early income to build the machine that produces your next $500. Clue number 9. The $10,000 roadmap. So let's put everything together. Choose one skill. Learn it every day. Practice. Study people who are already successful. Create sample work. Build your portfolio. Don't obsess over money yet. Build capability. Months 3 to 4. Start contacting potential clients. Reach out every day. Improve your sales message. Get your first client. Get your first testimonial. Learn from rejection, because you're going to get rejected a lot. And that's normal. Months 5 to 6. Improve your service. Increase your prices. Get more clients. Build repeat business. Stop chasing one-time jobs and start looking for recurring clients. Months 7 to 9. Create systems. Improve your efficiency. Use AI and automation where they make sense. Raise your rates based on the value you're delivering. Build a reputation. Months 10 to 12. Scale what is working. Focus on your best service. Focus on your best clients. Increase your income. Save and reinvest intelligently. And if you've built the right foundation, you now have something much more valuable than $10,000. You have a skill that can continue producing income. But here's the part one really want you to remember. Your first $10,000 probably won't come from one brilliant idea. It will come from doing boring things consistently. Learning when you don't feel like learning. Sending the proposal after being rejected 10 times. Improving your portfolio. Following up with clients. Delivering work on time. Saving your money. Reinvesting. Doing it again. And again. And again. Most people quit during the boring part. That's why the boring part is your advantage. You don't need to be smarter than everyone. You don't need wealthy parents. You don't need millions of followers. You don't need to wait until you graduate. You need a valuable skill, a way to find people who need it, the discipline to deliver, and enough patience to stay in the game. So here's your challenge. After this video ends, don't watch another video about making money. Take action. Open a notebook. Write down 3 skills you could realistically learn. Choose one. Then ask yourself, who would pay me to solve a problem with this skill? Find 10 potential clients. Study what they're doing. Create one sample of your work. And contact your first potential client. Not tomorrow. Today. Because your goal isn't really $10,000. Your real goal is becoming the kind of person who can create $10,000. Once you become that person, the money becomes a consequence of the value you create. And remember, you're a student. You already have something incredibly valuable on your side. Time. Don't waste all of it consuming. Use some of it to build, learn, create, sell, improve, repeat. Your first $10,000 may feel impossible today, but every successful person who ever earned their first $10,000 had a moment when they didn't have it. If this video inspired you, kindly subscribe to this channel for future updates.